Okay, hey guys, this is the part 2 of my video on how to make a Armstrong firecracker with Armstrong Mix. In the previous video, part 1, I showed you how to make Armstrong Mix, and hopefully you've already done that by now, and it's time to do the second half, which is make the firecracker. And by the way I make them, they are very powerful and they can hurt people really badly because the container is made of plastic and it will hit people and it will go into them and it will hurt them. So I take no responsibility for whatever you do with these. Just be careful and responsible with these firecrackers or you will end up in trouble. Okay. What you're going to need for this is a hammer, again, tape, a little piece of paper folded in half, screwdriver, knife, piece of toilet paper, a little piece of wooden stick that you want to be the diameter of your firecracker, how big you want it to be, and a plastic tube that piece of wood will fit in. My one fits perfectly, like that. Perfect. Okay. You'll also need a hot glue gun, just a small one, and you'll need your Armstrong. Okay, let's get started. The first thing you want to do is you want to take your container and get a little bit of toilet paper. Just rip it off the corner, like that much. Scrunch it up into a little ball. You press it down and push it into your container. Now get your little dowel piece and just push it right down to the bottom. Hold it there. Now get your hammer and hit it in so it's nice and firmly stuck in there. Like that. See, that's nice and tight. Now what you do is you press it in so there's going to be some space in there. Push it down with the dowel a bit if you need to. That's a bit too much. Just needs to be like a quarter of a centimeter space. Barely any. Just a little bit. Just like 1.5 millimeters. Then what you do is take a hot glue gun and just put the hot glue in that empty space. That. Okay. Get rid of any little loose bits. Then just sort of pan it out over the side so that it comes down around it. That'll help secure it so it'll stay in place when the firecracker goes off. Like that. Okay, so that's set, doesn't take long. Okay, now what you do is, you'll need a fuse. I'm using sparklers. Like that, I live in Australia, I can't get firecracker fuses, like proper ones like Visco, so I have to use sparklers or homemade ones. Oh, and by the way, if anybody knows where you can get proper fuses in Australia, please email me. Because I would really like to know. I hate using sparklers, they always break. Okay, that's probably set now. Okay, now what you do is, get this little piece of paper folded in half, and your Armstrong Mix. Just get a decent amount there. Now pour it in to your container. Tap it down a bit. And need a bit more. Okay. Whenever it gets near the top, just tap it down, because that'll fill any empty spaces. When it doesn't want to go down any further, you need at least an inch of space left. Well, not really an inch, about half a centimeter. Okay, there you go. It's filled up to there. That's about where you need it there. Okay. Now what you do is get your fuse, sparkler, or whatever you're using. I recommend using proper fuses, they're a lot better. But you can't, either make one or use sparklers. Now get another little bit of toilet paper. You can also use tissue paper, but toilet paper is easier. It's smaller, thinner. Now get your screwdriver, poke it down into that empty space that you have. Push it right down into it, like that. Okay, so that's compressed the Armstrong mix more, so it will probably explode now if I let it, but we want to make it even better. Okay, now get your hot glue gun again. Oops. Okay, and fill that empty space in there with hot glue. And no, hot glue will not affect the sparkler. I don't think it does, but I've never had trouble with it. Okay. Sort of smooth that around the edges. It's stuck everywhere. Just get rid of any loose bits that you don't want. Like that. Almost done. Okay. Now what you do is you get your tape, doesn't matter what color, and you're just gonna put some just around it, just to make sure it all holds in place properly. Just like that. Get it over and around the hot glue, just like that, so that if it does shoot that part out, it will help stop it. It doesn't need to be neat, because this isn't the outer layer. This is the second layer of tape you're going to do. Okay. There you go. So that should look like now. Now for your decoration. I usually just put red tape over it, because that's usually what color the firecrackers are. But you can do whatever color you want. So just pretty much just decorate. Yeah. And what I usually do is, I usually get the tape and put it up there, so there's excess part up there just covering the fuse, just like that, and just get that. Then just squash that all over and around the fuse, just like that. Just get another little bit, you need scissors, just cut it off, and then cut a thinner strip up the tape, so you have a piece like that, then just wrap it around the tip so that that part doesn't come undone. Like that. And you're done. And that's how you make the Armstrong Mix Firecracker. I'll let this off later because I let one off earlier and my mum yelled at me. She didn't like it, so